Imagine this. You're talking to someone in English, and suddenly they ask you a simple question. What did you do yesterday?
And your brain completely freezes.
Exactly. You know the words, you know the grammar, but the moment you try to answer,
Yesterday was go? Help!
and that tiny moment feels embarrassing, right?
So embarrassing, especially because you probably understand English better than you speak it.
That's why today's episode is incredibly important, because we're going to make the past simple tense feel natural. Not like a grammar rule from a textbook, but like real English you can actually use in conversations.
And not boring classroom conversations either.
Right. Today you'll learn through stories, reactions, mistakes, daily life examples, and real speaking situations.
So by the end of this episode, you won't just know past simple.
You'll feel it.
And honestly, this tense changes everything, because the moment you can confidently talk about yesterday, last week, your childhood, your experiences, your memories,
Your conversations suddenly become real.
exactly. You stop sounding like a beginner who only says, I like coffee and I go to school.
You start sounding human.
So if you've ever struggled with words like went, saw, did, ate, or thought,
Stay with us, because we're going to fix that naturally today.
and quick question before we start.
Think about this carefully.
If someone asked you right now, what did you do this morning? Could you answer smoothly in English?
Or would you pause and translate in your head?
Be honest.
And while you think about that, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Talk Easy Daily, and comment your answer below in English.
Even if your English isn't perfect.
Especially if it isn't perfect, because improvement starts when you actually use the language.
Okay, Alex, let's do this.
Let's begin with the biggest misunderstanding learners have about past simple.
Oh, this is good.
Most people think past simple is difficult because of grammar.
But it's not?
No, the real problem is speed.
Wait, speed?
Yes, your brain is too slow at finding past tense words during conversation.
Oh, that is true.
For example, if I say, today I eat pizza, your brain easily understands.
Easy.
But if you need to say it in the past,
Yesterday I ate pizza?
your brain suddenly searches for the correct form.
And sometimes it feels like your brain opens 20 tabs at the same time.
Exactly, especially with irregular verbs.
Go becomes went, eat becomes ate, see becomes saw, think becomes thought.
There's no simple pattern.
Honestly, irregular verbs feel like English just wanted chaos.
A little bit, yes.
So what's the solution?
Real conversation repetition.
Not memorizing giant grammar charts?
Charts can help a little, but conversation creates automatic memory.
That makes sense, actually.
Think about children learning language. They hear patterns again and again.
Nobody gives a 3-year-old a grammar lecture.
Exactly. They hear, I went there, we ate dinner, she saw a dog.
Repetition creates instinct.
And today we're going to build that instinct for you.
Okay, let's start super simple.
Perfect. Imagine I ask you this question. What did you do last night?
Okay,
Don't overthink. Just answer naturally.
last night I watched a movie.
Excellent.
Wait, that was actually easy.
Because watch is regular.
Ah, yes, watched.
Most regular verbs simply add ed.
Worked, played, cleaned, studied.
Exactly. Now let's make it more natural.
Okay,
What movie did you watch?
I watched an action movie.
Did you like it?
Yes, I liked it a lot.
Notice something important. After did, the main verb returns to the base form.
Oh,
We say, did you like it, not did you liked it.
that mistake is so common.
Extremely common.
Because learners think past tense must appear twice.
Exactly. But did already carries the past tense.
So after did, we use the normal verb.
Correct. Did you go? Did you eat? Did she call?
Not did you went.
Right.
That one sounds painful now.
Good. That means your ear is improving.
Wait, that's actually important.
Very important.
Because sometimes learners know grammar rules, but bad English still sounds normal to them.
Exactly. One of the biggest signs of improvement is when incorrect English starts sounding strange to your ears.
That's such a powerful point.
Let's do a quick challenge for everyone watching.
Oh, I like these.
I'm going to say a sentence. You decide if it's correct or incorrect.
Ready, everyone?
Yesterday, I went to the supermarket.
Correct.
Did you went there alone?
Incorrect.
She watched TV last night.
Correct.
We didn't played football.
Incorrect.
Excellent.
Wait, why didn't play and not didn't played?
Same reason. Didn't already shows the past tense.
So the verb returns to normal again.
Exactly.
Wow, That one rule fixes so many mistakes.
It really does.
And honestly, I think many viewers just understood something that confused them for years.
Probably. And here's something even more important.
What?
In real conversations, native speakers use past simple constantly.
Constantly.
Think about daily questions.
What did you eat? Where did you go? How was your weekend?
What happened? Who called you? Did you enjoy it?
Past simple is everywhere.
Which means if you master this tense,
Your speaking confidence jumps immediately.
exactly.
Okay, Alex, can we do something more realistic now?
Absolutely.
Like a real conversation people might actually have?
Let's do it.
Okay,
Imagine you meet your friend on Monday morning.
got it.
I'll start. Hey Emma, how was your weekend?
It was great, actually.
What did you do?
I visited my cousin.
Nice.
We cooked dinner together and watched a comedy movie.
Excellent natural sentence.
Thank you.
Did you go out anywhere?
Yeah, we went to a small cafe on Saturday night. Perfect. Honestly, this feels much more useful than isolated grammar examples.
Because your brain remembers stories and situations better than rules.
That explains why people forget textbook lessons so fast.
Exactly. Emotion and context improve memory.
Which is why embarrassing moments help you remember English forever.
Very true.
I still remember the first time I made a terrible past tense mistake.
What happened?
I told someone, yesterday I lose my phone. And they looked confused for 2 full seconds.
Painful.
Extremely painful.
But I bet you never forgot lost after that.
Never.
And that's actually encouraging for viewers.
Because mistakes feel horrible in the moment?
But they often become permanent learning experiences.
So if you're making mistakes while practicing English,
Good.
seriously, good.
Mistakes mean you're using the language instead of hiding from it.
That's such an important mindset shift.
Let me tell you a quick story.
Go ahead.
Years ago, I had a student named Daniel.
Okay.
He understood English very well, but almost never spoke.
Fear?
Huge fear, especially fear of grammar mistakes.
So what changed?
One day, I asked him a simple question. What did you do yesterday?
And?
He froze completely.
I know that feeling.
Finally, he said, yesterday I stay home and I watching TV.
Oof.
He immediately apologized for his English.
That's sad, actually.
But I told him something important.
What?
Communication first, perfection later.
Wow.
Because even with mistakes, I completely understood him.
That's true.
Then we practiced tiny corrections.
I stayed home and watched TV.
Exactly.
Small improvements.
3 months later, his speaking confidence completely changed.
Really?
Because he stopped treating English like a school exam.
And started treating it like communication.
Exactly.
Honestly, I think many viewers need to hear that today.
Definitely.
Because so many people wait until their grammar becomes perfect before speaking.
And that day never comes.
Never.
So here's a challenge for everyone watching Talk Easy Daily right now.
Ooh, yes.
After this episode, describe your yesterday completely in English,
Even if it's simple.
especially if it's simple.
I woke up at 7, I drank coffee, I worked, I talked to my friend.
Perfect practice.
You don't need fancy vocabulary to become fluent.
You need repetition and confidence.
Okay, Alex, I want to ask something many learners secretly wonder.
Go ahead.
Why do native speakers speak past tense so fast?
Great question.
Because when natives talk, it sounds effortless.
That's because they don't build grammar consciously during conversation.
Meaning,
Their brain recognizes entire patterns automatically. For example, natives don't think past tense of go equals went.
they just instantly feel went.
Exactly.
So how can learners reach that level?
Through exposure and speaking repetition.
Again and again.
Yes. And there's another trick.
What is it?
Learn common verb groups through stories.
Explain that.
For example, I woke up. I got dressed. I ate breakfast. I went to work.
Oh, like daily routine stories?
Exactly. Your brain remembers connected actions more easily,
That's smart.
which is why today's episode is conversation-based.
Not boring grammar tables.
Exactly.
And if you're still watching right now, comment this sentence. I practiced English today.
Great simple past tense practice.
Plus it helps the algorithm,
And helps more learners discover Talk Easy Daily.
which means more confidence for more people around the world.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm ready for more challenging situations.
Good, because next, we're going to talk about storytelling in past simple.
Ooh, that's where conversations become really interesting.
Exactly, because stories create emotional connection.
And they force you to use past tense naturally.
Right, so in the next part, we'll explore real-life stories, emotional conversations, surprising mistakes, and powerful speaking patterns that will make past simple feel automatic.
And honestly, one specific storytelling trick Alex is about to teach might completely change the way you speak English.
Especially if you always forget verbs during conversations.
So don't go anywhere.
Okay, let's turn past simple into something powerful.
Storytelling.
Exactly.
Because honestly, some of the most interesting conversations in life are about the past.
Absolutely. Think about it.
What happened? How did you meet? What did you do? Why did you quit your job?
Stories connect people.
And if you can tell stories in English,
Your conversations suddenly become deeper, more emotional, and much more memorable.
okay, Alex, teach us how to tell better stories in past simple.
Here's the first secret.
I'm listening.
Good storytelling in English is usually very simple.
Really?
Very simple. Learners often think they need advanced vocabulary,
I thought that too.
but clarity is more important than complexity.
So you don't need huge dramatic words?
Not at all. Let me show you.
Okay.
Imagine I say, yesterday I experienced an unfortunate transportation-related incident.
Wow, that sounds like a robot lawyer. Exactly. Nobody talks like that.
Now listen to this. Yesterday I missed my bus and had to walk home in the rain.
So much better.
Simpler, clearer, more visual.
And honestly, more emotional too.
Exactly. Good English communication is about connection, not sounding like a dictionary.
I think many learners needed to hear that.
Definitely.
Okay, let's build a real story step by step.
Great idea.
Start simple.
All right, listen carefully. Last Friday, I finished work late.
Okay,
I felt tired, so I decided to order food instead of cooking.
very natural.
But when the delivery driver arrived, I realized I forgot my wallet at the office.
No.
Exactly.
I already want to know what happened next.
That's storytelling curiosity.
Wait, that's actually true.
Humans naturally want closure.
So if you create a small problem in a story,
People keep listening,
that's such a useful speaking trick.
especially for conversations.
Continue the story.
I searched everywhere in my apartment, but I couldn't find my wallet.
Stress.
The delivery driver waited outside while I panicked.
This is painful already.
Finally, I remembered something.
What?
I put my wallet inside my work bag that morning.
Oh, thank goodness.
I checked the bag, and there it was.
Relief.
See how simple that story was?
Yeah, the grammar wasn't complicated at all.
Exactly. Mostly basic past tense verbs. Finished, felt, decided, arrived, forgot, searched, remembered, checked.
But together they created a real story.
That's the key.
Okay, wait, I noticed something important.
What?
You used emotional verbs too.
Great observation.
Felt, panicked, remembered.
Emotions make stories feel alive.
So learners shouldn't only memorize action verbs?
Exactly. Emotional vocabulary is powerful.
Because real conversations are emotional.
Right.
Nobody says, yesterday I consumed food units.
Hopefully not.
People say, I was starving. I felt nervous. I got excited.
Exactly.
Okay, can we talk about one huge problem learners have?
Sure.
Forgetting irregular verbs during conversations.
Ah, yes, the classic struggle.
Because in exercises, learners know the answers.
But real conversations happen fast.
Too fast.
Let's make this practical.
Okay,
I'll say the present tense verb. You quickly say the past tense.
pressure already.
Go.
Okay,
Go.
went,
Eat.
ate,
See.
saw,
Buy.
bought,
Think.
thought.
Excellent.
But honestly, some viewers probably panicked during that,
And that's normal.
especially under pressure.
Here's the important thing. Fluency comes from speed training.
Meaning,
Your brain needs practice retrieving words quickly.
like mental reflexes.
Exactly.
So what should learners do?
Mini speaking drills every day.
Simple ones?
Very simple. For example, today I eat breakfast. Yesterday I ate breakfast.
Ah, repetition with contrast.
Exactly.
Present and past together.
Your brain starts recognizing patterns faster.
That's actually smart.
And here's another powerful trick.
Tell me.
Talk to yourself in English about your day.
People always underestimate that.
Massively.
Because you can practice anytime.
Exactly. Walking, cooking, cleaning. Perfect.
And honestly, it feels awkward at first.
Very awkward.
But then something magical happens.
Your thoughts become faster in English.
Yes.
And that's the beginning of fluency.
Wow.
Let me share something surprising.
Go ahead.
Many advanced English speakers still make grammar mistakes sometimes.
Really?
Of course.
That actually makes me feel better.
Fluency is not perfection,
That sentence deserves a million likes.
because communication matters more than tiny errors.
I think social media creates unrealistic expectations sometimes.
Definitely.
People watch perfectly edited English videos and think fluent speakers never struggle.
But real conversations are messy.
Native speakers forget words too.
All the time.
They correct themselves constantly.
Exactly.
That's comforting, honestly.
Good, because confidence grows when you stop expecting perfection.
Okay, Alex, can we practice real conversation reactions now?
Great idea.
Because reactions make conversations feel natural.
Exactly.
All right, start a story.
Yesterday, I accidentally sent a message to the wrong person.
Oh no.
See? Natural reaction.
Immediate reaction.
That's how real conversations flow.
Continue.
I wanted to send a complaint about my boss to my best friend,
This already sounds dangerous.
but I accidentally sent it to my boss.
No.
Exactly.
What happened?
He read the message immediately.
I would disappear forever.
Then he called me into his office.
My heart rate increased just hearing this story.
Emotional storytelling creates attention.
Definitely.
Surprisingly, he laughed.
What?
He said, "Honestly, you were right."
Plot twist.
Exactly.
Stories become memorable when something unexpected happens.
Very important lesson.
So if viewers want more interesting English conversations,
Add emotion, surprise, and detail.
not too much detail though,
Right. Beginners often make another mistake.
which is,
They try to translate extremely complicated thoughts from their native language.
oh yes,
Then they get stuck halfway through the sentence.
that happens constantly.
Simpler thoughts create smoother English.
That's such an underrated tip.
For example, instead of saying, "Yesterday I experienced an emotionally exhausting interpersonal conflict,"
Again with the robot lawyer English.
you can simply say, "Yesterday I had an argument with my friend."
Much cleaner.
Clear communication wins.
Okay, I want to talk about pronunciation for a second.
Good idea.
Because ED endings confuse many learners.
Very true.
Sometimes it sounds like T, sometimes D, sometimes id.
Exactly.
English really enjoys making simple things complicated.
A little bit.
Can you explain simply?
Sure. Most important thing first. Don't obsess over perfect ED pronunciation in the beginning.
Really?
Communication matters more.
That's reassuring.
But here's a quick guide. Worked sounds more like worked. Played sounds like played. Wanted sounds like wanted.
Ah,
But honestly, the best improvement comes from listening repetition.
so exposure again.
Always.
Which is why watching and listening to English daily matters so much.
Exactly.
And speaking out loud too.
Especially out loud.
Silent learning only helps to a certain point.
Your mouth needs practice too.
That sounds funny, but it's true.
Speaking is physical.
Tongue training.
Exactly.
Okay, Alex, let's do a realistic cafe conversation.
Perfect.
I'll start.
Go ahead.
Hey, Alex, sorry I'm late.
No problem. What happened?
I missed my train this morning.
Again?
Yes, I woke up late because I watched videos until 2 a.m.
Very realistic modern problem.
Painfully realistic.
Did you at least drink coffee?
I bought coffee, but I dropped it while running to the station. That sounds like a terrible morning. It was horrible. Notice how natural this sounds. Yeah, short sentences. Real conversations usually use shorter sentences than textbooks. That's so true. Textbooks often sound too formal. Real English is faster and simpler. Exactly. Okay, viewers, quick challenge for you. Good one. Pause mentally and answer this question in English. What was the worst thing that happened to you last week? Great speaking practice. Even a simple answer works. I lost my keys. I got sick. I forgot my homework. And if you're brave, write your answer in the comments. Excellent practice opportunity. Plus, reading other comments helps learning too. Absolutely. Okay, Alex, I think we should talk about one dangerous habit. Translating everything? Yes, huge problem. Because many learners build sentences in their native language first, then translate word by word, which becomes painfully slow. Exactly. So, how can people stop doing that? Start thinking in small English chunks. Examples? I woke up. I went outside. I felt tired. Tiny thought blocks. Exactly. Instead of giant complicated sentences, your brain gradually adapts to direct English thinking. That's actually a game changer. It really is. And honestly, I think many viewers just realized why speaking feels exhausting sometimes, because translation requires extra mental work, which slows conversation. Exactly. All right, Alex, before the next section, can I ask viewers something? Of course. Have you noticed something interesting today? What? you're probably understanding this conversation much more easily than you could explain the same ideas yourself. That's a very common stage in language learning. Listening is usually stronger than speaking first. Exactly. But the bridge between understanding and speaking is active practice, which is why the next section is extremely important. Because next, we're going to dive into confidence-building speaking patterns, common real-life mistakes, and one powerful conversation habit that helps English start feeling automatic. And honestly, this next part might completely change how you practice English every single day. All right, let's talk about the moment English starts feeling natural. That magical moment every learner wants. Exactly. Because right now, many viewers probably still feel like speaking English is mentally exhausting. Translate, think, panic, speak. That terrible cycle. But here's the good news. Tell us, fluency is not a mystery. Ooh, it's a collection of habits. Wait, that's actually powerful. Most confident English speakers didn't suddenly become fluent overnight. They built automatic patterns. Exactly. So today, we're going to build some of those patterns. Yes, especially for past simple conversations. Let's do it. Here's the first confidence habit. Stop trying to sound impressive. Wow, that sounds backwards, but it's true. Explain. Many learners destroy their fluency by chasing complicated English. Yes, they know how to say, I went to the store, but instead they attempt, yesterday I proceeded toward a commercial establishment, and halfway through the sentence, their soul leaves their body. Exactly. That is painfully relatable. Simple English spoken confidently sounds far better than complicated English spoken nervously. That sentence alone can help so many people. Let me show you something interesting. Okay, which speaker sounds more fluent? Go ahead. Person A. Yesterday I experienced a very difficult transportation situation. Sounds nervous already. Person B. Yesterday my car broke down and I arrived late. Much better. Simpler words, clear communication, smooth delivery. Confidence changes everything. Absolutely. Okay, Alex, what's the second confidence habit? Reusing structures. Explain that. Most fluent speakers repeat sentence patterns constantly. Wait, really? All the time? I thought fluent English meant always saying new things. Not at all. Listen carefully. I went to work, I went to the gym, I went home, I went shopping. Oh! One structure, many situations. That actually makes English feel easier because it is easier, so learners don't need thousands of sentence structures immediately. Exactly. Master a few patterns deeply. That's such an important shift. Here's another useful pattern. I watched, I played, I visited, and your brain starts building automatic speaking pathways. Exactly. Wow. This is why repetition matters so much. Okay, can we do rapid real-life examples? Perfect idea. Short, natural answers? Yes. Imagine someone asks, what did you do after work? I went home and relaxed. What did you eat for dinner? I cooked pasta. Did you enjoy your weekend? Yeah, I spent time with my family. Excellent. These actually feel usable immediately because they are immediately usable. Okay, Alex, I have a question many viewers secretly wonder about. Go ahead. Is it bad if my English sounds simple? Not at all. Really? Simple English is powerful. That honestly relieves so much pressure. Think about this. Many native speakers use very simple vocabulary daily. That's true, actually. Communication is not a vocabulary competition. Then why do learners feel pressure to sound advanced? Because social media often rewards impressive English instead of effective English. Oh! But in real life, clarity wins. So true. If someone says, yesterday I had a bad day, everyone understands instantly. Exactly. You don't need to say, yesterday I experienced emotional dissatisfaction. Please don't. Honestly, I think learners sometimes forget that language exists to connect people. Beautifully said. Thanks. And connection happens through understandable communication, not complicated performance. Exactly. Okay, let's talk about fear for a second. Important topic, because many people understand past simple, but panic when speaking, especially with native speakers. Very common. Why does that happen? Pressure. Meaning, your brain suddenly becomes hyper-aware of mistakes. Ah, yes. Then anxiety slows your thinking, which causes more mistakes. Exactly. A terrible cycle. So, how do learners break that cycle? By practicing imperfectly. Wait, imperfectly? Yes. Explain that. Many learners only practice English when they feel ready, which means they barely practice. Exactly. So instead, practice while imperfect, even with mistakes, especially with mistakes. That's uncomfortable though. Growth is often uncomfortable. True. Think about going to the gym. Okay, you don't become strong before lifting weights. You become strong by lifting weights. Exactly. So speaking creates speaking ability. Perfectly said. Wow. Let me tell you another story. I love these stories. Years ago, one of my students avoided speaking English for almost 2 years. 2 years? He watched videos daily, studied grammar constantly, memorized vocabulary, but didn't speak? Almost never. That's actually more common than people think. Very common. So what changed? One day he traveled abroad unexpectedly. Uh-oh. Suddenly he had to speak English. Survival mode. Exactly. Was it terrible? At first, yes. I knew it. He made grammar mistakes constantly, but people understood him? Most of the time, yes. Interesting. And something surprising happened after a few weeks. What? His confidence exploded. Because he stopped overthinking? Exactly. Real communication replaced perfectionism. That's honestly inspiring. And viewers should remember this. Confidence often comes after action, not before it. That sentence is huge. Many people wait to feel confident before speaking, but speaking is what creates confidence. Exactly. Okay, let's practice emotional reactions again. Great idea. Because reactions make conversations feel alive. Absolutely. Start a story. Last weekend I went hiking with my friends. Nice. Everything was fine at first. Uh-oh. Whenever someone says that, disaster is coming. Exactly. Continue. Then suddenly it started raining heavily. No. We got completely lost in the mountains. That escalated quickly, and my phone battery died. Absolutely terrible. See how your reactions naturally create conversation energy? Yeah, real conversations aren't just grammar exchanges. They're emotional experiences. Continue the story. We walked for almost 2 hours before we found the correct path. I would panic, honestly, but something funny happened afterward. What? When we finally returned home, we realized we parked in the wrong location. No way! So we spent another hour searching for the car. That sounds like the worst hiking trip ever. Exactly. But honestly, stories like this are amazing English practice because they force natural past simple usage. Went, started, got, died, walked, found, returned, realized.
Excellent noticing.
Thanks.
And here's something important. Don't memorize verbs alone.
Oh,
Learn them inside stories and situations.
that makes memory stronger.
Much stronger.
Okay, Alex, can we talk about listening for a second?
Definitely.
Because many viewers probably understand this episode better than movies or TV shows.
Very normal.
Why?
Because clear conversational English is easier to process than fast native slang.
That makes sense.
Movies often include interruptions, background noise, cultural references, and extremely fast speech.
Which can feel discouraging for learners.
Exactly.
So what should people do?
Listen to understandable English consistently first.
Like podcasts?
Perfect example.
Conversations where speakers talk clearly and naturally.
Exactly.
Then gradually increase difficulty.
Right. Fluency develops step by step,
Not overnight.
never overnight.
I think many people quit too early because they expect fast results,
That's a huge problem.
especially nowadays.
Social media creates unrealistic timelines,
Become fluent in 30 days.
usually nonsense.
Real language learning takes consistency,
Exactly.
but small daily practice works incredibly well over time.
That's the secret most people ignore.
Consistency beats intensity.
Every time.
Okay, viewers, quick challenge.
Let's do it.
Describe your last weekend using only simple past tense.
Great exercise.
Don't worry about perfect grammar.
Focus on communication.
Example, I stayed home, watched movies, cleaned my room, and talked to my friends.
Perfect practice sentence.
And if you're nervous about speaking,
Start alone.
seriously, speaking to yourself works.
Hugely underrated method.
I think some viewers avoid self-practice because it feels silly.
But improvement matters more than looking cool alone in your room.
Fair point.
Also, something fascinating happens when you practice speaking alone consistently.
What?
Your internal hesitation decreases
Oh,
because your brain becomes familiar with producing English.
so conversations feel less shocking later.
Exactly.
That's actually powerful psychology.
Very.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about one painful situation.
Which one?
When you know the word but can't remember it during conversation.
Ah, yes, every learner's nightmare.
Your brain suddenly becomes empty.
Complete silence.
Why does that happen?
Pressure blocks retrieval,
Meaning the word exists in memory.
but stress prevents fast access.
That's so frustrating.
Very normal, though.
So what should learners do in that moment?
Keep talking simply.
Instead of freezing?
Exactly.
Example?
Imagine you forget the word umbrella.
Okay.
Instead of stopping completely, say, the thing for rain.
Oh,
Communication continues.
that's actually brilliant.
Fluent speakers do this constantly.
Really?
Absolutely. Communication flexibility is a major fluency skill.
So fluency isn't knowing every word.
It's handling conversation problems smoothly.
Wow.
Huge difference.
I think that realization just helped many viewers emotionally.
Hopefully.
Because people often think forgetting one word means failure.
Not at all.
Okay, Alex, before we continue, I want to ask viewers something important.
Go ahead.
Have you noticed your listening improving already during this episode?
Probably yes.
Because repetition creates familiarity.
Exactly.
Past simple verbs probably sound less scary now.
And in the next section,
We're going even deeper.
we'll explore advanced natural conversation patterns, memory tricks, emotional storytelling techniques, and real-life speaking situations that make past simple feel automatic.
Plus, Alex is about to reveal one tiny daily habit that dramatically improved his students' speaking confidence.
And most learners completely ignore it.
Don't miss this next part.
All right, this next idea might completely change how you practice English.
Big promise.
But true.
Okay, tell us.
Most learners focus too much on studying English.
And not enough on living in English.
Exactly. Wait, explain that carefully. Sure. Many people spend years reading grammar rules, memorizing vocabulary lists, and watching lessons.
But they rarely use English in daily life.
Right. English becomes a school subject instead of a communication tool.
Wow.
And that creates a strange problem.
Which is, you know English intellectually, but not emotionally. That is such a powerful way to describe it. Let me explain. Go ahead. Imagine someone asks, "What did you do today?" Simple question. But your brain immediately starts searching grammar rules instead of communicating naturally. Yes, that happens all the time. Because your relationship with English is academic, not personal. Oh, fluent speakers connect English to real experiences, emotions, habits, and memories, not just exercises. Exactly. So how can learners change that? Tiny daily immersion. Meaning, start connecting English to your real life every day. Give examples. All right. When you wake up, think, I slept well, I woke up late, I dreamed about something strange. Past simple immediately connected to real emotions. Exactly. Continue. While eating, I cooked eggs, I burned my toast, I drank coffee. These are real experiences, not fake textbook situations. Right. Nobody says, yesterday John visited the library with his cousin. Textbooks love those random people. Seriously, who is John and why is he always at the library? English textbooks have mysterious lives. Very mysterious. But your brain remembers your life more strongly. That's actually huge. Personal relevance improves memory massively. So instead of memorizing random examples, create your own examples daily. That sounds so much more effective. Because it is. Okay, Alex, what was that tiny daily habit you mentioned earlier? Ah, yes, one of the most effective habits ever. I'm ready. Daily recap speaking. Explain. Every night, spend 2 minutes describing your day out loud in English. Only 2 minutes? That's enough to create consistency. Wow. For example, today I woke up at 7, I worked all morning, I talked to my friend, I watched YouTube before dinner. Simple but powerful. Extremely powerful. Why does this work so well? Because repetition plus personal experience creates deep memory. And you practice past simple naturally every single day. Exactly. Honestly, that feels much more realistic than studying grammar for 3 hours. Sustainable habits beat extreme motivation. Another amazing sentence. Think about fitness. Okay, 10 minutes daily is often better than one exhausting workout every 3 months. Consistency again. Always consistency. I think many people overcomplicate language learning. Definitely. They think fluency requires giant secret methods. Usually it requires simple habits repeated consistently. Wow. Let's practice daily recap conversation together. Okay, how was your day? Pretty good, actually. What did you do? I cleaned my apartment and finished some work. Nice. Then I called my friend and watched a documentary. Excellent natural flow. Honestly, that didn't feel difficult, because daily experiences are easier to describe than abstract topics. That's true. Beginners often try discussing complicated politics or philosophy immediately, which can feel overwhelming. Exactly. Daily life creates stronger speaking foundations. Okay, Alex, can we talk about one dangerous comparison trap? Very important topic. Comparing yourself to fluent speakers online. Ah, yes. That destroys confidence for so many learners. Because people compare their practice stage to someone else's performance stage. Whoa. Think about YouTube videos. Okay, many fluent speakers spent years learning privately before posting videos publicly. That's true. Viewers only see the final polished result, not the awkward beginning. Exactly. And every fluent speaker had awkward beginnings. Every single one. That's honestly comforting. It should be. Because sometimes learners think, I'm too slow, my pronunciation is bad, I make too many mistakes, but those are normal stages. Exactly. Let me tell you something surprising. Go ahead. Many advanced speakers still feel insecure sometimes. Really? Absolutely. Even fluent people? Fluency doesn't magically erase all insecurity. Wow. But action matters more than confidence, meaning you keep speaking anyway. Exactly. That's powerful. Let's do a quick myth versus reality moment. Ooh, yes. Myth. Fluent speakers never pause. Reality. Everyone pauses sometimes. Myth. You need perfect grammar to communicate. Reality. Communication works even with mistakes. Myth. You must know thousands of words before speaking. Reality. A small active vocabulary can create many conversations. Excellent. Honestly, I think viewers needed that reality check. Definitely. Okay, Alex, let's explore emotional storytelling more deeply. Great idea. Because emotions make conversations memorable.
Exactly. Start another story. All right. Last month, I met an old friend from school.
Nice beginning.
We hadn't seen each other for almost 10 years.
Wow.
At first, the conversation felt a little awkward.
Very realistic.
But then we started talking about funny memories from school.
Nostalgia instantly changes conversations.
Exactly.
Continue.
We remembered our old teachers, embarrassing moments, and ridiculous hairstyles.
Old photos are dangerous,
Extremely dangerous.
especially hairstyles from the early 2000s.
Some things should remain hidden forever.
Agreed.
After a while, it felt like no time passed at all.
Aww.
Notice how emotional storytelling creates connection?
Definitely.
The grammar itself is still simple.
Met, hadn't seen, started, remembered, felt.
Right.
But the emotions make the English feel alive.
Exactly.
I think many learners focus too much on grammar accuracy and forget emotional communication.
Huge mistake.
Because humans remember feelings more than grammar structures.
Very true.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about listening imitation.
Excellent topic.
Because many viewers probably wonder, how do I sound more natural? One of the best methods is imitation, meaning copying native patterns,
Exactly.
not just words.
Right. Rhythm, emotion, pauses, reactions.
Oh,
For example, notice natural reactions.
no way. Really? That's crazy. You're kidding. Those tiny phrases make conversations feel real.
Exactly.
And native speakers use them constantly.
All the time.
Let's practice.
All right. Yesterday, I accidentally deleted my entire project.
No way.
Perfect.
Did you recover it?
Luckily, yes.
See? That already sounds more natural.
Because reactions create conversational energy.
I think some learners sound robotic because they only focus on information.
Excellent observation.
Real conversations are emotional exchanges.
Exactly.
Okay, viewers, quick speaking challenge.
Let's hear it.
Imagine your friend says, "Yesterday, I lost my phone."
How would you react naturally?
Maybe, "That's terrible. Did you find it?" "Oh no."
Excellent practice.
Tiny reactions improve fluency massively.
And they buy your brain time during conversation.
Wait, that's genius.
Very important trick.
So reactions aren't just emotional.
They also help conversation flow while your brain prepares the next sentence.
That's actually amazing.
Fluent conversation often includes these small survival strategies.
Nobody talks about that enough.
True.
Okay, Alex, let's discuss another common fear.
Which one?
Pronunciation anxiety.
Ah, yes.
Many learners refuse to speak because they think their accent sounds bad.
Very common fear.
What should they remember? Accent is not the enemy.
Unclear communication is the issue.
Important difference.
You do not need a perfect American or British accent to speak excellent English.
Thank you for saying that.
Clarity matters more than sounding native.
Honestly, global English includes thousands of accents now.
Exactly.
And many native speakers have strong regional accents too.
Absolutely.
So learners should focus on understandable pronunciation first. Correct. Not perfection. Never perfection. I think perfectionism secretly stops many people from improving.
Completely.
Because perfectionism often sounds productive.
But actually creates avoidance.
Whoa.
People say, "I'm waiting until my English improves."
while avoiding the practice that creates improvement.
Exactly.
That's such a dangerous trap.
Very dangerous.
Okay, Alex, let's do one more realistic conversation before the next section.
Great idea.
All right.
Hey, Emma, how was your vacation?
It was amazing.
Where did you go?
I visited Istanbul with my cousin.
Nice.
We explored the city, tried local food, and took hundreds of photos.
Sounds fun.
It was incredible, but something embarrassing happened.
Uh-oh.
I accidentally ordered the wrong food because I misunderstood the menu.
What did you order?
Honestly, I still don't know.
That's concerning.
But surprisingly, it tasted amazing.
Sometimes mistakes create the best experiences.
That's actually true for language learning too.
Beautiful connection.
Mistakes often create the strongest memories.
Exactly.
And in the next part,
We're going even deeper into real-world English.
we'll explore advanced conversation flow, natural storytelling rhythm, confidence under pressure, and the hidden psychological habits of fluent English speakers.
Plus, we'll reveal one speaking technique that helps learners sound dramatically more natural almost immediately.
And once you notice it, you'll hear it everywhere in native English conversations.
All right, this next technique is something fluent speakers use constantly without even thinking about it.
And most learners completely miss it.
Exactly.
Okay, what is it?
Story rhythm.
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
It's one of the biggest differences between robotic English and natural English.
Explain.
Many learners speak like this. Yesterday, I went to the store. I bought food. I came home. I ate dinner.
Grammatically correct.
But emotionally flat.
It sounds like a police report.
Exactly.
So what do fluent speakers do differently?
They create rhythm using pauses, reactions, emphasis, and emotional details.
Ah,
Listen to this version. Yesterday, I went to the store, and something really strange happened. Immediately more interesting. I only wanted to buy milk. That pause creates curiosity. Exactly. Continue. But when I entered the store, I saw my old teacher from high school. Oh ho! And honestly, I almost didn't recognize him. This already feels like a real conversation, because natural storytelling has emotional movement, not just information. Right. So fluency isn't only grammar and vocabulary, it's delivery too. Wow. Let's compare another example.
okay.
Robotic version. Last week, I missed my flight because traffic was bad.
Simple but dry.
Natural version. Last week, I almost missed my flight.
Already more dramatic.
Traffic was horrible, my phone battery died, and I genuinely thought I wasn't going to make it.
So much more engaging.
I started running through the airport like a movie character.
That visual detail changes everything.
Exactly.
And honestly, the grammar is still simple past tense.
Mostly yes.
Missed, was, died, thought, started.
Excellent noticing again.
Thanks.
The difference is emotional storytelling rhythm.
Okay, wait. I think I finally understand why some fluent speakers sound so captivating, even with simple vocabulary.
Because emotion and rhythm hold attention. That's huge for conversations. And for YouTube videos too.
True.
Humans remember emotional experiences more than perfect grammar.
That sentence explains so much.
Let's talk about another important natural speaking habit.
Go ahead.
Fluent speakers constantly add tiny opinion phrases.
Examples?
Honestly, to be fair, luckily, surprisingly.
Oh, wow.
Those tiny phrases make English sound much more human.
They create personality.
Exactly.
Let's practice.
All right. Yesterday I cooked dinner.
Okay.
Now make it more natural.
Honestly, yesterday I cooked dinner for the first time in weeks.
Better already.
Wow.
Another example. I watched a movie.
Surprisingly, I actually loved the movie.
Excellent.
Tiny additions create huge improvement.
Exactly.
I think many learners sound unnatural because they only communicate facts.
Very true.
But real conversations include emotions, opinions, reactions, and personality.
Perfectly said.
Okay, Alex, can we talk about confidence under pressure?
Extremely important topic.
Because speaking alone is one thing,
Speaking with real people feels completely different.
especially fast speakers.
Absolutely.
Sometimes native speakers talk so fast that learners panic immediately.
Very normal reaction.
So what should viewers remember during stressful conversations?
First, you do not need to understand every single word.
That's huge.
Many learners panic the moment they miss one word.
then they miss the next 10 words too. Exactly. Because anxiety destroys focus. Right. So instead, focus on the main message, not perfect understanding. Exactly. That actually reduces pressure a lot. And here's another important trick. Go ahead. Ask simple follow-up questions. Examples? Really? What happened next? How did you feel? Oh! These tiny questions keep conversations flowing naturally. And buy your brain thinking time again. Exactly. Wow. Conversation is almost like a game sometimes. In many ways, yes. Okay. Let's simulate a stressful real-world situation. Good idea. Airport conversation? Perfect. Start. Excuse me, did your flight arrive on time? Actually, no, it arrived 2 hours late. That's terrible. What happened?
The weather was really bad, so the plane departed late. Nice. And honestly, everyone looked exhausted. Very natural. Did you travel alone? No, I traveled with my brother. This already sounds much smoother than textbook dialogues, because we're using emotional and conversational language, not robotic scripts. Exactly. Okay, Alex, I want to discuss something many learners secretly fear. What's that? Being judged for mistakes. Ah, yes, huge fear. Especially pronunciation mistakes. Very common. But honestly, most people are not judging as much as learners imagine. Extremely true. In fact, many native speakers actually respect people who try speaking another language. Absolutely. Because learning another language is difficult. Very difficult. I think viewers sometimes forget how impressive their effort already is. Definitely. Imagine learning your language from zero. Exactly. It takes courage, especially speaking publicly, which is why every practice attempt matters. Even awkward attempts. Especially awkward attempts. Okay, Alex, let's reveal another hidden fluency secret. All right, I'm excited. Fluent speakers often repeat themselves slightly. Wait, really? Constantly. I thought repetition sounded bad, not natural repetition. Explain. Listen, yesterday was exhausting. I was really tired after work. Oh, or the trip was amazing. Honestly, it was one of the best vacations I ever had. That sounds very natural, actually, because repetition creates emotional emphasis. Interesting. Native speakers do this subconsciously, so learners don't always need perfectly varied vocabulary. Correct. That removes so much pressure. Good communication is often simpler than learners think. Okay, viewers, quick listening challenge. Let's do it. Which sentence sounds more natural? Sentence A. Yesterday I consumed a meal and experienced fatigue. Terrible. Sentence B. Yesterday I ate dinner and felt really tired. Obviously B. Exactly. Simple language wins again. Always remember that. Okay, Alex, let's explore another real-life story. All right? A few weeks ago, I decided to start exercising again. Relatable already. On the first day, I felt incredibly motivated. Dangerous beginning. Exactly. Continue. I bought new workout clothes, created a schedule, and watched motivational videos. Classic new beginning energy. Then I went to the gym. And after 15 minutes, I realized how out of shape I was. Reality arrived quickly. Very quickly. What happened next? The next morning, I could barely walk. That pain is unforgettable. Even sitting down felt difficult. Every beginner understands this story emotionally. Exactly. That emotional relatability makes stories powerful. Very important point. Continue. But surprisingly, I didn't quit. Nice. I continued exercising slowly, and after a few months, I felt much healthier. That's actually motivating. And notice something interesting. What? The story used very common verbs. Decided, felt, bought, created, watched, went, realized, continued. Exactly. So powerful storytelling doesn't require advanced grammar. Not at all. It requires clarity and emotional connection. Perfectly said. Okay, Alex, can we discuss how fluent speakers handle mistakes in real time? Excellent topic. Because native speakers correct themselves constantly. All the time. Example, yesterday I went to the store. Ah, yes. Self-correction is normal conversation behavior, but learners often panic after one mistake. Exactly. They think, oh no, I failed. Instead of simply correcting and continuing, that mindset change is huge, very huge. So viewers should remember, mistakes are not conversation-ending disasters. Usually they're tiny moments people forget immediately. Honestly, most people care more about the conversation than perfect grammar. Exactly. Okay, Alex, I think we should give viewers a practical speaking routine. Great idea. Something simple they can actually follow daily. All right, here's a powerful 10-minute routine. Let's hear it. Minute 1. Describe your morning in past simple. Example, I woke up late and drank coffee. Perfect. Next, minutes 2 to 4. Tell a short story from your life. Even simple stories? Especially simple stories. Okay, minutes 5 to 7. Answer random past tense questions. Like, what did you eat yesterday? Who did you talk to? What made you laugh recently? Excellent. And the last few minutes? Repeat one story again more smoothly. Oh, repetition improves fluency dramatically. That's actually such a practical routine. Simple and sustainable, which means people might actually continue doing it. Exactly. Okay, I want to ask viewers something important before we continue. Go ahead. Have you noticed that past simple probably feels less academic now? Hopefully yes, because we connected grammar to emotions, stories, memories, and real life. That's the key to natural language learning. And in the next section, we're diving into deeper storytelling, advanced conversation flow, emotional memory techniques, and powerful speaking psychology that helps English become part of your identity. Plus, we'll explore one hidden habit that separates learners who stay stuck for years from learners who become confident speakers. And honestly, this next idea might completely change the way you think about fluency forever. All right, this next idea is deeper than grammar. Now I'm curious. Good, because this is where many learners either grow rapidly or stay stuck for years. Exactly. Okay, Alex, what's the hidden difference? Identity. Identity? Yes. The way you see yourself changes the way you learn English. Wow. Explain that. Many learners secretly think, I'm bad at languages. My English is weak. I'm not a confident speaker. Oof. That sounds painfully familiar for many people. And those beliefs affect behavior. Meaning, if you believe you are bad at speaking, you avoid speaking. Exactly. Which prevents improvement. Right. The identity creates the habit. Whoa. But confident learners think differently. How? They think, I'm improving. I'm practicing. I'm becoming more fluent every day. That sounds small, but actually huge psychologically. Very huge. Because your brain starts searching for evidence that supports your identity. Exactly. So if you constantly say, my English is terrible, your brain notices every mistake. But if you say, I'm learning and improving, your brain notices progress too. That's powerful. Language learning is emotional, not just intellectual. Honestly, I think people underestimate that completely. Most do. Okay, Alex, how does this connect to past simple? Great question. Go ahead. Many learners avoid talking about the past because they fear making grammar mistakes, especially irregular verbs. Exactly. So they avoid storytelling, which is tragic because storytelling is one of the fastest paths to fluency. Wow. Think about children. Okay, they constantly tell stories. This happened, then I fell, then we laughed. True. Storytelling trains natural language flow, so avoiding stories slows fluency growth massively. Okay, let's practice deeper storytelling. Perfect. Something emotional? Yes. Emotional stories create stronger memory. Let's do it. A few years ago, I had one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Oh no. I gave a presentation in English in front of hundreds of people. Stress already. At first, everything went well. That sentence always scares me, because disaster usually follows. Exactly. Then suddenly, I forgot an extremely basic word. No way! My mind went completely blank. Every language learner understands that fear. Exactly. What happened? For a few seconds, I just stood there silently. Painful. I felt my face getting hot. I can physically feel this story. Emotional relatability again. Continue. Then something surprising happened. What? The audience smiled supportively. One person even helped me remember the word. That's actually beautiful. And after that moment, I relaxed. Wow. The rest of the presentation went much better. That story has such an important lesson, which is, most people are kinder than learners expect. Exactly. Learners often imagine everyone is secretly judging them, but many people actually admire the effort, especially when someone speaks another language courageously. Absolutely. And honestly, stories like this help reduce fear emotionally, which matters enormously, because fear blocks fluency. Very true. Okay, Alex, let's talk about another hidden fluency habit. Alright, what is it? Fluent speakers focus on communication momentum. Explain. They keep the conversation moving even when their English isn't perfect. Many learners stop speaking completely after one mistake. That's true, but fluent communicators continue. So momentum matters more than perfection. Exactly. That actually changes everything. Let's compare two examples. Okay, speaker A. Yesterday I forgot. Complete breakdown. Speaker B. Yesterday I went somewhere. I forgot the English word, but it was a big shopping place. Much smoother communication. Exactly. Even without perfect vocabulary. Communication momentum.
Wow!
That skill is incredibly important in real conversations.
Because real conversations move fast.
Very fast.
Okay, viewers, here's something important.
Tell them.
If you forget a word in English,
Don't panic.
describe the idea differently.
Keep moving.
Conversation energy matters.
Excellent advice.
Okay, Alex, let's explore emotional memory tricks.
One of my favorite topics.
Because emotional memories stick longer?
Exactly.
So how can learners use this?
Connect new verbs to personal experiences.
Examples?
Don't just memorize break, broke.
Okay.
Instead, remember, I broke my phone last year.
Oh,
Or eat, ate.
I ate terrible airport food yesterday.
Exactly.
Personal memories create stronger neural connections.
Very strong connections.
That's actually fascinating.
Your brain remembers emotionally relevant information better.
Which explains why embarrassing English mistakes become unforgettable.
Unfortunately, yes.
Pain creates memory.
Sometimes very efficiently.
Okay, Alex, can we do a rapid emotional storytelling exercise?
Absolutely.
Let's create mini stories quickly.
Great practice.
Start with the verb lost.
Last month, I lost my wallet during a trip.
Nice. Found.
Luckily, a stranger found it and called me.
Met.
Yesterday, I met an old classmate unexpectedly.
Forgot.
I forgot my friend's birthday and felt terrible.
Wow, these instantly feel memorable.
Because they contain emotion.
Okay, Alex, I think we should discuss overthinking.
Massive fluency killer.
Seriously.
Many learners think too much before speaking.
Because they want every sentence perfect.
Exactly.
But conversations happen in real time.
Which means perfection is impossible.
So what should learners do instead?
Prioritize flow first.
Meaning speak continuously?
Yes, small mistakes are normal.
I think many viewers need permission to speak imperfectly.
Consider this your permission.
Beautiful.
Let me tell you something interesting.
Go ahead.
Native speakers make grammar mistakes daily in casual conversation.
True.
They start sentences incorrectly, change direction halfway through, repeat words.
Real speech is messy.
Exactly.
But learners imagine fluency means robotic perfection.
Huge misunderstanding.
Okay, Alex, let's talk about conversation energy.
Important topic.
Because some learners answer questions too briefly.
Ah, yes.
Example, what did you do yesterday?
Nothing.
Conversation dead.
Completely dead.
So how can learners sound more engaging?
Add one extra detail.
Oh,
Example, what did you do yesterday?
I stayed home and watched a documentary about space.
Instantly better.
Because now the other person has something to continue.
Exactly.
They can ask, what documentary? Do you like science? Was it interesting?
Conversation fuel.
Wow,
Small details create bigger conversations.
that's such a useful real-life tip.
And it works beautifully with past simple.
Okay, Alex, let's do a realistic friend conversation with emotional flow.
Perfect.
You start.
Hey Emma, you look tired. What happened?
Honestly, yesterday was chaos.
Nice opening.
I woke up late, missed my bus, spilled coffee on my shirt,
Terrible start already.
and then my phone battery died during an important call.
That sounds like a movie.
It honestly felt like the universe hated me.
Very natural emotional sentence.
Thanks.
Did anything good happen at least?
Actually, yes.
Ooh, plot twist.
After work, my friend surprised me with dinner.
Nice recovery.
So the day ended much better than it started.
Excellent conversational storytelling.
And notice something important, everyone watching.
What?
None of these sentences were extremely advanced.
Exactly.
But they sounded natural because they included emotion and detail.
Perfect observation.
Okay, Alex, can we discuss listening shadowing?
Excellent fluency method.
Explain it simply.
Shadowing means repeating spoken English immediately after hearing it.
Like copying rhythm and pronunciation live?
Exactly.
Why is it powerful?
Because it trains speaking speed, pronunciation, rhythm, and automatic response patterns simultaneously.
Wow!
For example, if you hear, yesterday I went to the gym.
You immediately repeat it.
Exactly.
That sounds challenging.
It is challenging and extremely effective.
I think many viewers only study passively.
Huge issue.
Watching English content silently helps,
But active speaking accelerates fluency dramatically.
especially out loud.
Always out loud.
Okay, viewers, quick challenge.
Let's do it.
Repeat this sentence out loud right now. Yesterday I felt nervous, but I continued speaking English anyway.
Great confidence sentence.
Again, yesterday I felt nervous, but I continued speaking English anyway.
Repetition creates confidence.
Okay, Alex, let's explore another psychological truth.
Go ahead.
Many learners think motivation creates consistency.
But actually, consistency often creates motivation.
Whoa!
When you practice daily, even briefly,
You start seeing progress.
which increases motivation naturally.
That's such an important mindset shift.
Waiting for motivation is unreliable.
Habits are stronger.
Much stronger.
Okay, Alex, I think viewers are beginning to feel something important now.
What's that?
Past simple isn't just grammar anymore.
Exactly.
It's becoming a communication tool for real emotions, stories, memories, and experiences.
That transformation is the goal.
And honestly, I think many viewers feel more confident already.
Hopefully,
Because the next section is where everything comes together.
we'll connect storytelling, confidence, conversation rhythm, emotional fluency, and real-world speaking habits into one practical system.
Plus, we're going to reveal the biggest mistake that keeps intermediate learners stuck for years.
And once you understand it, your English practice may completely change forever. All right, this next idea might be the reason your English feels stuck.
Okay, now this sounds serious.
Because it is.
Tell us the mistake.
Many intermediate learners spend years consuming English, but not creating English. Exactly.
Whoa.
They watch videos, listen to podcasts, read articles.
But rarely speak actively.
Right. Their brain becomes excellent at recognition.
But weak at production.
Perfectly said.
That explains why some people understand almost everything, but panic when speaking.
Exactly.
Passive understanding feels comfortable.
Speaking feels risky,
So learners stay inside the comfort zone.
which slows fluency growth dramatically.
Wow.
Think about sports.
Okay.
Watching basketball every day will not magically make you a great player.
True.
At some point, you must actually touch the ball.
That analogy is painfully accurate.
Language works similarly.
So active speaking is non-negotiable.
Absolutely.
Even imperfect speaking?
Especially imperfect speaking.
Okay, Alex, how can viewers practice more actively every day?
Let's build a practical fluency system.
I love practical systems.
Good, because this works extremely well.
All right.
Step 1. Consume understandable English.
Like podcasts, conversations, interviews.
Exactly.
Not content that feels impossibly difficult.
Right. You should understand most of it.
Okay.
Step 2. Repeat and imitate sentences out loud.
Shadowing again.
Very powerful method.
Step 3.
Create personal responses.
Explain that.
If you hear, yesterday I went hiking.
You create your own version?
Exactly. Yesterday I visited my grandmother. Yesterday I cleaned my room.
Oh, so English becomes personal immediately.
That's the key.
Not passive memorization.
Active transformation.
Wow.
And step 4. Tell stories repeatedly.
Repeated storytelling?
Yes, one of the fastest fluency accelerators.
Why?
Because every repetition becomes smoother and more automatic.
That makes sense.
The first time you tell a story, your brain struggles.
Searching for verbs, grammar, vocabulary.
Exactly.
But the second time feels easier.
And the third time feels even smoother.
So repetition builds automatic speaking patterns.
Precisely.
That's actually brilliant.
Let me demonstrate.
Okay.
First version. Yesterday, I went to a restaurant with my friend and we ate pizza.
Hesitant version.
Now second version. Yesterday, I went to a restaurant with my friend and we ate pizza together.
Already smoother. Third version. Yesterday, I went to a small Italian restaurant with my friend, and honestly, the pizza tasted incredible. Wow. Same basic story. Better fluency through repetition. I think many viewers never realize they're allowed to repeat stories for practice. They absolutely should. That removes so much pressure to constantly create new ideas. Exactly. Okay, Alex, let's discuss emotional fluency, one of the most underrated topics in language learning. Because many learners can explain facts, but struggle to express emotions naturally. Yes. And emotions are essential for human connection. Absolutely. Let's compare. Okay, basic. The movie was good. Fine. Emotional. Honestly, that movie surprised me. I didn't expect to enjoy it so much. So much more human. Exactly. Or instead of, I was tired, you could say, I felt exhausted after work yesterday. Emotional precision creates stronger communication. Beautifully said. Thanks. And here's something fascinating. What? Emotional vocabulary often improves speaking confidence. Really? Because conversations become more personal and authentic. That's true, actually. People connect through feelings, not grammar rules. Wow! Let's practice emotional storytelling together. All right. What was the happiest moment you experienced recently? Last weekend, my friend surprised me with a birthday dinner. Nice. I genuinely didn't expect it, so I felt really emotional. Excellent emotional detail. And honestly, I smiled the entire evening. Beautiful natural English. Thanks. Notice how emotional details create memorable speaking. Definitely. Okay, let's explore another advanced fluency habit. Go ahead. Fluent speakers constantly visualize while speaking. Wait, really? Yes. Explain that. When telling stories, they mentally see the situation. Oh! For example, yesterday I walked through the park. You imagine the park. Exactly. The rain started suddenly. You visualize the rain. That actually makes storytelling easier. Much easier. Because your brain describes mental images instead of translating grammar rules. Exactly. That's such an important technique. And it dramatically improves detail too. Let's try it. All right. Close your eyes mentally for a second. Okay? Imagine yesterday morning. Got it. What did you see? Coffee. Great. Build from that. Yesterday morning, I sat near the window and drank coffee while it rained outside. Excellent. Wow. Visualizing actually helped immediately because stories become sensory experiences. not grammar exercises. Exactly. Okay, Alex, let's discuss another major problem. Which one? Learners speaking too carefully. Ah, yes. Sometimes people focus so much on grammar accuracy that they sound unnatural. Very true. Their speech becomes robotic and slow because they're editing every sentence mentally. So what should learners aim for instead? Balance. Meaning? Clear communication with natural flow, not perfect textbook performance. Exactly. That's honestly freeing. Good. Okay, viewers, here's a question for you. Important one. Would you rather speak perfect English very slowly or natural English with a few mistakes but good communication? Most real conversations reward communication. Absolutely. Okay, Alex, can we talk about pauses? Excellent topic. Because learners think pauses are bad, but natural speakers pause constantly. True. Pauses create rhythm and thinking space. They also make speech sound more natural. Exactly. Compare these. Yesterday I went to the store and I bought food and came home. Terrifying. Versus, yesterday I went to the store, bought some food, and came home. Much better. Pauses create breathing room and confidence. I think some learners try speaking too fast because they think speed equals fluency. Huge misconception. Clear rhythm sounds more fluent than nervous speed. Exactly. Okay, Alex, let's explore conversation recovery skills. Very important in real life. Because conversations rarely go perfectly, especially in another language. So what should learners do when communication becomes difficult? Use recovery phrases. Examples? Sorry, let me explain differently. I forgot the word. What I mean is, oh. These phrases keep conversations alive instead of freezing silently. Exactly. Let's practice. All right? Yesterday I visited, how do I say this? You can explain differently. Right. It was a place where people see old historical objects. A museum? Exactly. That actually sounds incredibly natural because communication is collaborative. Native speakers help each other constantly too. Absolutely. Okay, Alex, I want to ask something emotional. Go ahead. What if someone feels embarrassed speaking English? Very normal feeling, especially adults. Yes, adults often fear looking foolish. Children seem less afraid because children focus on communication more than image. Wow. Adults often protect their identity too much, meaning they avoid situations where they might look imperfect. Exactly. But language learning requires temporary awkwardness. Beautifully said. Honestly, that sentence alone can help people emotionally. Hopefully. Because many viewers probably avoid speaking opportunities out of embarrassment. Very likely. But avoiding discomfort also avoids growth. Exactly. Okay, Alex, let's create one longer emotional story that combines everything we learned. Great idea. Story rhythm, emotion, past simple, reactions, natural flow, perfect practice. Go ahead. A few years ago, I traveled alone for the first time. Nice beginning. At first, I felt incredibly excited. Understandable. I planned everything carefully, packed my bags, and arrived at the airport early. Responsible traveler. But then something unexpected happened. Here we go. I realized I forgot my passport at home. No. Exactly. That is nightmare fuel. For a few seconds, I completely panicked. I would too. My heart started racing, and honestly, I felt like an idiot. Very relatable emotional detail. Luckily, my brother answered the phone immediately. Good brother. He drove across the city and brought me the passport just in time. Hero moment. I barely caught the flight. That stress probably removed 10 years from your life. At least 10. Continue. But strangely, that terrible moment became one of my favorite travel memories. Interesting, because afterward, I felt proud. Why? I handled the situation, solved the problem, and continued the trip anyway. Wow. And that story contains a huge lesson for language learners, which is, mistakes and stressful moments do not mean failure. Sometimes they become the most valuable experiences. Exactly. That's honestly beautiful. Thank you. Okay, viewers, think about this carefully. Important reflection. What embarrassing or difficult English moment taught you something valuable? Great question. Because some of your most uncomfortable experiences may actually become your strongest memories. Very true. And in the final part, we're bringing everything together. We'll recap the biggest fluency lessons, reinforce the most powerful past simple speaking habits, and show you how to continue improving after this episode ends. Plus, we'll leave you with one final challenge that could genuinely transform your English confidence if you actually do it. And honestly, most people watching will not do it, but the people who do will improve dramatically. Alright, if you've stayed with us until this point, something important probably happened already. Past simple feels less scary now. Exactly. And honestly, I think many viewers just realized something huge today. What's that? Fluency is not about memorizing giant grammar books. It's about communication habits, stories, repetition, emotions, real conversations, and confidence built through action. Exactly. Let's recap the biggest lessons from today, because these ideas can genuinely change the way you learn English. First lesson.
Simple English is powerful. So powerful. You do not need complicated vocabulary to sound fluent. In fact, trying too hard often makes speaking worse. Right. Clear communication always wins. Second lesson. Past simple becomes easier through repetition, not fear. Exactly. The more you say, I went, I watched, I felt, I talked, the faster your brain recognizes patterns automatically. Third lesson. Stories are one of the fastest ways to improve speaking, because stories combine grammar, emotion, memory, rhythm, and conversation naturally. And they make English feel human instead of academic. Beautifully said. Fourth lesson. Mistakes are not proof that you're failing. They're proof that you're practicing. Honestly, I hope viewers remember that forever. Me too.